Hey, I'm just waiting for people to enter the chat again. I'm I'm chatting early on because if you watch this live stream after it ended, at least you have something early to work with. Like yes, imagine you're just standing there and be like, I have to skip forward. So now you don't have to. You can watch from the beginning. Booyah. Um, Again, I don't know what to say. I'm just making me a cup of coffee with the smallest spoon I can find, but it's a big spoon. It's not a table. It's a tablespoon, not a teaspoon. Always wondered what's the difference. Hey, Inistron! Fuck, you're on a streak, my guy. You've been the first so far in each stream. That's crazy, though. Dude, I had a hell of a morning, man. I had to like fucking fight odds. Like you won't believe. It was crazy. I'm always be, yeah, man, I know you will. It's just being the first. You usually like when you enter my stream, you usually enter here in mid fires, when everything is like kind of already going and the gears are turning. But now you're here, ice cold. Marvel, what's up? Dude, it's a weird day today. I mean, you're the two guys that's early, that's never early. Marvel, you're usually like on my stream right before I'm ending it or halfway when I start. Dude, I was trying to fight this fucking car of mine. Took it like the problem is the car doesn't want to start, right? The fuel pump, something like that. So I'm trying to fix it. I open up the lid, I connected wires, it doesn't want to start because I have to get the car to the place. And to get it to that place, I need to drive it there. I can't push a car like 4 to 5 kilometers to the shop. I can probably, but I'm just weak-minded like that. I don't want to do it. So I was in the car busy and I was like fixing wires, and then I see one wire is loose. After closing everything that takes time, I realized shit, I fucking forgot something else, and so forth. So eventually I got it starting and I drove on prayers to get to the shop, but I got there, they're fixing it now. So I had to walk back. Okay, guys, while you're here, on the topic, I have something that I want to share. I don't know if you saw the thumbnail of this live stream. That's AI generated. It's nothing like I wasn't really there or anything. I'm an honest guy like that because I like art and I don't want to be one of those scam fucking types. But yeah, what I'm trying to do now, what I should have done probably a long time ago, with this fucking ADHD of mine, I can't control myself. I have to like always be on different topics. But I have a new topic. And what's real these days? Yeah, I know, right? Makes you honey, you true. But yeah, I'm trying to do something new, like an organization, where I want to start getting all the artists together and get them to like showcase this shit at one of my venues. Jesus, why put a light on myself? It looks worse. Anyway, not the problem. Okay, so how's it going, you guys? Welcome to another live stream. I usually draw here, but I start to shift nowadays to talking a little bit more, doing philosophies, argue about religion, a little bit of politics. But yeah, anything that spices up the conversation, right? But for today, I'm just showing you the update of the recent one I'm busy with. This is how it's looking thus far. It's like a person carrying the balance, watching from California. Hey, what's up, Maxi from California? You're the first American, I think, that's been on my channel. I don't know if it's nighttime or daytime there. Yeah, so I have like, these are different things that I draw. Like I've drawn this one. Usually I do these on my live streams, but it's boring because the big pages I do now is very big pages and it takes a lifetime to finish them. So I don't want to actually like having you sit there for 4 hours just watching me do this. No, let's chat about this. It's 2 a.m. Good Lord, no wonder I'm like
off the time charts here, man. Fuck. I should probably like go streaming when you guys wake up because I think the audience are more where you're at. Wow, where is your mind when you're drawing? Like, what are you thinking when you're drawing? When I'm thinking, the whole thing is done without music. But when I start designing the image, the whole piece, I listen to music. I let the music carry me. There's so much weight in music that I feel like I'm not connecting to music, but I feel like it deserves a scenery, and then it makes me think about stuff. Like this was a sad song, and it really made me think that no matter how much we think about stuff, the heart will always outweigh our wisdom, and so we're just cursed to make mistakes. We can never. I don't care how wise anyone can be. I'm actually fascinated and infatuated. Is that the word? Like very much obsessed with being wise. And I'm the dumbest fuck whenever it comes to emotional problems. If I get emotionally involved in anything, I'm the dumbest person in the room. I can't help myself. It's just the human I'm fucking born to be. Gustav Mahler helps me draw. Oh, that's cool. I'll check him out a little bit. Blech. Speak English. It's my second language, guys. This is not my primary home language. Don't you think imagination is just a scene of thought? I think imagination is a scene of thought. You're dead on it. But yeah, I don't know. That's like untouched territory. I can't speak about that. And then real Verity mod. Hello, I'm Verity, your personal helper friend. Ask me anything. I know everything. Oh shit. Unemployed final boss. Comic. Yeah, true that. You are the German Diddy. You're going to take me shopping. What? No. Where you from? I'm from South Africa. Okay, so guys, I'm thinking of doing events. So I'm gonna start building up a group of people and then try to ask them what will be best suited for an event. What do they want to see? Because I have this new idea of what I want to do for like an art platform where people can just come together and connect. Where art, because I think in my environment here in my areas, there's a lot of artists, but they're scared, man. They're like introverts. What's the language you speak? Your native tongue, Afrikaans. Afrikaans is our native tongue. We use different vocals and shit like that. So English is very hard for me because it's I need a lazy tongue. So you draw with thoughts or imagination or just skill. I think all three, because sometimes yes, I get inspiration from different places. Sometimes I'll see trees with strange forms on it, and I'm thinking to myself, "Fuck yeah, I'm gonna use that for my next idea." Or perhaps sometimes I'm eager to draw. I have like a craving to draw, and that I don't have anything to draw. So I'll go to Pinterest, go and like find some inspiration. I don't use the images from Pinterest. I only use it to like knock a few ideas loose. Like there can be a rabbit with two eyes on his ears. I would think maybe I should draw flowers with eyes. You know, it's never the picture itself. It usually just it gets a spark going in my head, and then I like jump to different things. So it's never you can go on you can take a photo and go and try and relate it to any Pinterest image. You won't find it because yeah, I don't use the image. It just usually gives me different ideas, but I need to see how far people take it for my brain to say, okay, let's take it that far. And then yeah, sometimes music. I play a little bit guitar often, so sometimes even that gives me a little spark. So yeah, you speak very well. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I speak English often because there's some people that I have to speak with, but you'll notice at some point when I speak, if I speak for too long or I have a sentence that's way too long, I start stuttering, struggling. I don't have the structures to speak English well. In the beginning of every sentence, oh, it's going perfectly. And then at one point, you just hear me stutter and get that little bit of anxiety, I guess. What's up, Orange Cat? Okay, so guys, I've been working on this. Um, Lenovo La something. I was busy building a name for the brand. Can't hear you. It's like a hurricane here right now. Oh shit. I can't speak louder. You have to like put the phone like this, like you're on a call. Or headphones. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to start a whole thing where I can connect artists with viewers and later put some investors into it and sponsorships. But that's a later game. So for now, I'm trying to think because artists are big introverts. I don't know why those two always go together, but it's just unfortunately like that. So do you believe there's other dimensions that we can't see, right? Um, I would go with a yes, but I don't know. Like a fish doesn't know the weather outside the water. I think that's me. I don't know if there's more dimensions. I'm just scared if I have to say yes, I'll start fuck around with my own mind and sound like someone with a religion. No offense for anyone with religions. It's just I can't speak unless there is something for me validly to analyze, to actually see that there's something. Because there was a few things in the past that I got myself confused with, and I thought because it sounded nice, because it sounded like it makes sense, and perhaps I'm opening new doors to new philosophy and shit like that. But then I kind of noticed I'm making guesses and spitting thoughts, and it's not real, and I'm just jumping off the wagon. And next thing you notice, I see living things floating, blah blah blah. So no, I have to like keep myself grounded so I can think about those things. We can, but I'll only allow it to visit in my mind, not to stay there. Otherwise, I get lost. Soup, bro. Sup, user? Um. Anyway, back to what I was saying is I want to start to build an event that can connect people. Not a one-time event, not a second-time event. It's gonna be an ongoing thing, and once it like builds up speed and a name and reputation for this, I'm gonna start like spreading it all over like countries. Like I'm gonna visit places to open up this type of events. It's gonna be a one in a lifetime event. I want to bring artists together with the viewers and whoever is the investors or the buyers, the collectors, and I want to see because as I said, artists themselves are very introverted. They don't know how to like spread the word or the news. And the only way they do it is like online, and it's never their surroundings that's watching it. It's usually like people in Vietnam or in Germany that's seeing this that's just never going to talk about it. So, it like my situation, I don't find people that really invest into what I'm doing. So, what if I become the person that can connect these things? When people hear that this organization is coming into play, they're gonna like throw a whole venue here. They will be reluctant to throw their opportunities to me and be like, yes, let's get this person in, let's build something. If he's here, everyone gets a chance to like be acknowledged in some way. Bro, I'm thinking of today face reveal because you never know who's watching behind that screen. Yeah, imagine that, right? But yeah, so there should be. I'm trying to build this thing, and I'm gonna try and find people today. I'm actually going after this live stream ends. I'm gonna start talking to other people. I'm gonna have to go to a shop. It's a place where this guy is also like me. He's a very clever thinker, deep thinker. Um, So I think maybe if me and this guy can collab a little bit and just think, what can we do? I have to find some artists in my area. I have to, and that's gonna be hard. Just fucking randomly asking people, do you draw? Do you like art? What's more important to you, love or alone time? There's a balance, but if I really have to tip the scale, being alone is fucking honey. It's heaven. Because I don't feel love when I'm alone. I don't feel emotions when I'm alone. I feel present when I'm alone. I feel like I'm not absent minded in this sense. So yeah, I like my alone time. It really gives me time to like reminisce. Friedrich Nietzsche, he was a guy that explained that loneliness is a form of identity building and stuff like that. Not that I want an identity because I'm alone, but I really just enjoy it. It's free time. It's like creative mode. I'm a very, I have a lot of thinking in my head, so it usually occupies the loneliness. I can do this without music or the phone or anything. Usually that's the case. I just end up drawing a lot of shit and just not talking or thinking at all. Well, it's the only time I don't think. But after this, I look myself in the mirror and I just say a lot of shit. Hey, Mahilims. Sorry, I'm butchering your name here because I don't know how to say that. I so long. What? Yeah, you're so long. I usually have music, but I didn't put that in today. I just want to rush my day. I posted on community my pick face reveal. Awesome. I'm gonna check it out. Hmm. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna use. The thing is why I'm also trying to do this venue thing. I hate anime, man. Oh, why do you hate anime, Mahir? But anyway, so the thing about this whole venue, all right, is because AI is slowly killing out the artists out there. I understand, and it's very hard. Everyone feels competing against AI. That's you can't compete against it. It's very fucking out of the waters. You can tell me no, but it doesn't have a soul. Trust me, it's fucking great. It took us a very long time to do what we do, and that AI just did it in 2 or 3 years. So imagine 20 years or 30 years. It's you won't win. So if I start rooting this venue idea into the ground, um, eventually, even with AI and everything out there, it won't be about how good you can be with art. It's gonna be a class of people that enjoys doing it on their own. Because you know what I'm also realizing with technology, especially with AI now, people cannot do skillful things anymore. I'm not talking about everybody, but back in the day, people weren't skilled for one thing. Like even women, they man, you'd think women were oppressed back then. You know how smart they were? Also, they could do like millions of things. No, I'm over exaggerating, but like they were like medically experienced. They were experienced in fucking making things. They were experienced in different fields, and the men as well. They weren't just experienced. Let's say they weren't just mechanics. They were engineers. They were fucking builders. They were construction workers. They were mathematicians. They were everything at once. They were chefs. They were. Today it's like only pick one and excel at that. That's all, because nature, technology covers the rest. You don't need to have so many different talents because back then it was necessary for survival. You need to know how to fix your own shoes, your own clothing, your house, um, cutleries, whatever there is. You had to help your friend fix his fucking random shit. Go hunting, go changing, go build another house. It's time for broader spectrum. I think they delivered their own children. I think that's like oh shit, she's pregnant. Yeah, I'll deliver the baby, and then the husband and wife thing. You don't do that. It's the hospital now, and they drug the shit out of you because it's better. It's more like it relieves you from like all that pain. But to get back to the point, nowadays we just do like one thing and only excel at that. That's if you're lucky. That's if you were a person that was a child and you had a commitment to something, a strong conviction that you will start doing this no matter how old you get. That's a very rare thing. I'm talking about people playing the violin, piano, whatever. Some people that went into like some subjects in work areas like constructions, IT, you have it. So those people are like, we'll see them as gifted, right? Because they really kept doing the hard work for one subject. I'm an artist. I'm not saying that because I can draw one page. I'm saying that because I've been drawing for like 20 years and it's been heads on the whole time. So, well, not all the time. I mean, obviously, I skipped some days, but I never gave up. I just kept pushing through it. If I don't have a masterpiece to do, I exercise how to draw the human legs, animals, nature, how to draw postures, for shortening, eye perspective, a lot of different things. There's a whole world out there of art. So I've been doing that for a long time. And when people look at this, it's like otherworldly to them. And it's amazing to me how fast people deteriorate with talent and mental striving. Nowadays, it's about sensitivity. And I think that limits also what's going on in today's time, in the modern time. People are more sensitive and want to keep their feelings as a talent. So, in a sense, like in public, you should be careful what you're saying because this person's feelings is worth fucking millions. And once you just say something wrong, they're gonna cause an unwell feeling. Like they just ruin the moment. And it's all because they want to have like a self-centered moment. Like, oh no, you said something about me being this. That's so rude. And then you're like, who the fuck cares? And they're like, oh, but I'm offing myself tonight. Are you happy now? And then manipulate you just so that you can fucking see something is going on in their heart. Like, really? I mean, killing animals. We fucking kill animals. We need to eat the animals. It's a natural part. There's nothing that's like, if your body needs to eat meat, it's probably because it's telling you but that by its nature it needs to eat meat. And then, vegans, they don't see any dead body their whole life. They haven't seen anyone die in their whole life. They haven't seen anyone die of starvation, nothing like that. And they're like, you know what? We shouldn't kill animals. If I put you on an island, god damn it, where's the accent? If I put you on an island and you're hungry enough to one point, you will eat meat. That's just for sure. You'll fucking eat a fish out of the water. You catch it by the teeth. So yeah, no, if anything, I think we've been going backwards so much. And it's only because we don't live in nature anymore. Go look at these things. We don't live in human nature anymore. There's no such thing. Our habitat has been reinvented. Living in a house, walking the streets, eating at shops. People are arguing like, oh, we don't have water anymore. We have to pay for the land we were born in. We have to pay for the food. Back then, food were free. It grew on trees and bushes. You can still do that. But you're so unskilled, unlearned, that you can't grow a tree or a plant or anything to eat from because we don't want to put in the time. There's nothing pushing us or threatening us to actually be like, yeah, shit, I need to grow some fucking food or we'll die. I have to have chickens to kill for their meat or the eggs to eat, shit like that. We don't do that because we're not inclined to do these things anymore. Technology just does it for us. So we are slowly starting to change. We used to use our feelings to survive, to hunt, to kill, to defend, to have a pride, the Saiyan pride, as we would say in Dragon Ball Z. But we used to have those things because it was a necessity. Now technology kind of takes on with the pride, takes on with the fighting. We kill everything with technology nowadays. We use it, we revamp it, and we give it to us. We don't do anything about our nature. There's nothing. We don't do the hunting ourselves. We don't kill anything ourselves. We just buy the meat. We just eat these things. Everything is processed for us. So we are slowly changing. And it's up until a certain point, I think it's not going to be AI that's going to kill the artists. I think artists themselves will start killing it on their own because they'll start getting lazy with this thing. How many entertaining things has been developed since these past 10 years? There is so many new entertainment. It's fucking scary. If you can't, like, in today's time, there's so much technology right now that how the fuck will you give up all the pleasure in the world just to spend some useless time that you're gonna waste, miserable feelings, just to draw something or build or work on a talent? What are you doing? I'm just chatting. I'm usually drawing. I'm talking about art. Sigma, how's it going? What are you talking about, man? In the past, people were starving by the masses. Oh, for sure, they were starving by the masses. It was a very hard time. That's what I'm talking about. The development, yeah, like you say, it's called development. People are still starving now, and it's not the same fucking statistics as in the past. But they had to hunt and kill, or they would starve. They had to do those things. We don't hunt or kill anymore. We'd rather starve than do it. That's what I'm trying to say. We changed so much. Sure, Sigma. Means about what you're talking about. Oh, so yeah, no, it's really just at a certain point we changed a lot, and I think no one will. Hey, what's up, cutie? How's it going? I don't think people will actually indulge in things like this anymore. In the past, I think drawing was a fucking fest. Everybody was like, dude, he's a painter. Oh, we had to paint people back then because there wasn't printers or photos that could be taken. The moment you could take a photo, painting people was no longer a job. They lost their jobs. There was no job for them anymore. Because what's the point? Now we do it for rich people because now it has a reverted type of value. It's not for taking a photo in paint. No, it's like I have an expensive photo of myself. Practically, that's all it says. Someone had to sacrifice hours of himself to build this for me. That's value in a sense, right? So the same thing with this. I think people will start to just give up on talents. Why do you need a talent when you have technology that's just feeding you all the lucky, lovely things in the world that can keep you happy? The dopamine is a currency at this point. And to prove it, one person could paint something in the past and it would last for centuries. I will draw something perhaps someone out there will draw or paint something 5 times as like better than that, and people will scroll past it. They will look at it for like 7 seconds, and then their intentions are different. They're like swipe. That's how bad it has gone. From centuries of value to 7 seconds of value. We don't fight for the value of the art anymore. We're just trying to chase the fucking cloud now. That's the only thing. People they have a very short span of thinking of these things and watching it and actually taking it in, because the world is also turning very fast. It's really going fast every day, and it's losing its value of the small things that usually had to take time. Because I mean, think about it. In the past, you can tell me like, yeah, I was better without phones, but it wasn't. You had to wait for everything. At one point, after finishing cleaning the house or doing your chores, there you are. You sit, and the only phone you had was the person next to you. Is to talk to them, engage, be angry at them, forgive them, have fun again, and you just fucking do the whole wheel again. But that was the only thing. And if there was no one there, pick up sticks, throw it, throw stones, throw mud, just fuck around, just pass the time. And that's the point where I'm getting at. People needed to pass the time back then because there was nothing to enjoy. There was no phones to take away the time. There was no TVs and shit like that. So they needed to pass the time. So everyone was like reluctant on building a talent. They had to build a talent. They have nothing to do, and it fucking will get them to become insane. They're like, oh, I can't do this. It's been quiet the whole day. I've been doing nothing. The house is clean. Everything is in control. But I can't just sit like this and watch the sunset because it's just so fucking long. No one has the patience for that. So they're like, you know what? I'm gonna paint. I'm gonna build. I'm gonna sculpture. I'm gonna play music. I'm gonna do something. And they found themselves passing time faster, which artists nowadays call the flow. It's been always like that, but the flow is for us like I feel like I'm just drawing for 5 minutes, but actually 7 hours has passed. And people are like, dude, you have to fucking start doing something. You've been here for 7 hours, you've been drawing. Just stand up, stretch your legs, just do something else, rather than just doing this. And for me, it's like, wow, shit. It's only been like an hour for me. So that's how they notice that they can pass time very fast, okay? By just committing to a talent. Nowadays, why do you need that? You just watch your phone, look at your phone and TikTok and YouTube just for like 5 minutes, and you'll notice that 7 hours has passed. That's the new thing to pass time. So it's all about time passing. That's eliminating the idea that people need a skill. No one wants to work on themselves anymore because why do that if you can avoid it now? You couldn't avoid that back then. So shit is changing. Now we can blame AI for everything that's been happening. Like, oh fuck, there goes the artist, there goes it. Trust me, it's not the AI that's doing this. It's you as a person that don't want to feed yourself these things anymore. You don't want to challenge yourself. You don't want to do something harsh. You would rather sit with the pain than commit to something unfamiliar. It's a psychological fact that people would rather suffer than change to the unknown. And that's the thing. Is if you can really just commit to something, even though you don't know what's going to happen in the future, and you did waste your time. Good Lord, I've wasted my time so many amounts. I didn't know what's going to happen. I didn't know where this would go. I just had to keep myself doing this. There was an AI when I was like a teenager and before that. So I had to do the guessing game because internet was still developing back then. It wasn't like fucking all advanced the way it is now. Back then it was really bad. It had like I don't know. We had the button phones, so you can imagine how bad it was. And you had to wait like a long time, and you had to work with airtime. There was no data or Wi-Fi or anything like that. It was just airtime. So you had to like physically blow money to download a little image, and then it took like fucking 20 rand, which is expensive in our country. Nowadays, you don't need to. I just put on my Wi-Fi. I download like fucking a cunt load of whatever I want, anything, videos, images, music. It's just easy now. Back then, it wasn't. So I didn't have all the information of how to draw, how to build anything. I had to do it on my own. I had to learn from my father. I had to learn from my mother. I had to learn from my brother and sister. Their mistakes were my lessons. So it was actually good for me because I wasn't hiding away on the phone and thinking and ignoring life lessons. So that's why I'm also challenged where I feel like I need to work on wisdom. I need to like get somewhere with this, right? And reality of the fact is I think kids nowadays are becoming in different ways smarter if their intentions are aiming that way. Otherwise, they're just becoming dumber. Like, I have a sister and she has a little son. Education wise, fucking poor kid. But he plays games every day, and the only thing that's been developing about him is his aggression. Right? He's a fucking angry little kid, and there's nothing like when you talk to him, you can even hear in his mouth like he struggles to speak. He can't read much. He can only read the words that you teach him on like games. Like you see that play, you play there. And the kid is like I think past 10 years old now, and he's still like grade one is bad. But yeah, in grade one, I was already like, man, I was blowing up with a lot of ideas and thinking and testing and sacrificing and experience. So yeah, it's very hard, and I've seen that even in love. Good lord, man! Do you know how hard it is for people nowadays to fall in love? They don't have the experience because they don't need to. They just experience things from a distance with between pornography and Tinder and WhatsApp and everything that you can do from a distance. And then actually, when you hear the commitment, you can be like, okay, let's see each other then because we're committed now. Back then, when my phone used to break, I was in school for I think for 3 years I didn't have a phone. We didn't have the money to just buy a new phone. So when it broke, I was very devastated. Trust me, it was the only thing I had as a light when the sun sets because we have electricity here and shit. But back then on the farm, some parts didn't have electricity. Like my room had a little bit of a problem. I had a light, but it was very dim. We don't have candles and shit like that. So that phone was the only light that I had in my room and music that I could play. And when that broke, I was so fucking like for 3 years, and I got used to it. And I started to learn physically everything. I got dumped through so many fucking girls. I've been um, trying things, spending 5 hours building something just to realize it's a fucking mistake. Did gymnastics just to find out it fucked up my joints, but it was worth it, and I enjoyed it. How's the oil prices there? It fluctuates, but it's better here. It's better than the past. Good lord, it was fucking expensive. I still walk. I live in the city, so shops and everything is very close by. It's a kilometer to 2 kilometers apart. So I walk rather than driving because it's not only does it save gas, but it also helps me staying fit because that's one of the problems. You know, I have to stay fit. I believe that as long as you stay fit, then thinking will flow a bit easier. It's I don't know. It's just my theory. But yeah, nowadays, and you know what? I'm so happy for AI existing. Fuck, I've been learning so much from AI. I've never been, in a sense, this smart in my own ways. I think I'm dumb in other conversations, and I think I'm smart in idiot conversations. But um, I've never felt like I've known so many things. I think I know more than my father in terms of information. Not his information. Jesus, he's learned like so many things. It's scary. When I looked at him, he was my Google. Like I would ask him anything. Like, what the fuck spider is that? He's like, that's a Hammondrian spider. It only survives during he's like he speaks fluently everything about that insect. I'm like, holy shit. I don't even know what the fuck a spider is. I don't ask me how many legs it has. Shit like that. I was very like backwards. I didn't know nature. And he would like sometimes we would sit like this and then he'll see a tree. He's like, did you know that Oakley tree right there has a certain scent that usually when animals my girlfriend. Yeah. Alright, ik zoek wat. Hallo, kan je me horen? Oh, alright, excuse me. Is raar, ek is nou op pad, hoor. Baie dankie. Okay, is meer as reg, ek is nou op pad. Alright. Dankie baie. Okay, I have to go and pick up my car. So yeah. Fuck, and I didn't even do a full hour. You know what? I'm just gonna take like 5 seconds just doing some things here and then I'm gonna go pick up my car, come back. I don't think I'm gonna stream further on when I'm back because I mean how would that work? I'm still build oh yeah, this is the other thing with manga that I'm busy with. I'm using AI to build a whole comic book. Now I'm a person that used to write and draw my own comic books. But due to some like this manga I want to build, is so far advanced. I didn't think I would ever draw it, and it's been like on my head for 5 to 6 years. I was like, "Fuck, this will be a sick story." I don't have it though in me to build that whole thing just with my hands. I don't have digital systems and digital art that I can do. And the other problem is the comic book. I want to put it online. Now I've seen on Webtoon some manga stories. And it has color. It has a whole system around how to read it digitally, and I don't have that. I have to take like photos and then post it on. It's just not gonna work like that. Hey, sup, Jazzy Jazz? How's it going? Welcome. Why am I like this? Okay, so yeah, and so this one I'm building with AI, but it's beautiful. The art, the schematics about it, it's really something. And I could have never done this without AI. To be really, really brutally honest with you, it's been the best. So people can tell me whatever they want. Everybody's gonna hate me for using AI as an artist, right? So yeah, and I do understand, like, why am I the artist not complaining about this? Why am I actually happy about it? It's because if you're gonna stay stuck in your life thinking, no, I'm not gonna use anything, the world moves on, and then you stay at the back and you struggle and you don't know what to do. And that's basically just what it is. It's struggles, man. Just pure fucking struggles. Okay. So that's it. Guys, let me go pick up my car. Let's get this day flowing. I'm gonna start doing my anime, finishing the manga as well. I have to go to another guy. A lot of shit. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, and I think the next live stream I'm gonna draw a little bit. So tomorrow we draw. Cheers, you guys. Be safe, and see you again. Thanks for just listening to my loud ass. Appreciate it.